Episode 1, The Mystery. They're delivering an inspiring speech. Talking about vision, purpose, making a difference. The employees nod. Some even feel motivated. Then, the very next week, that same manager announces a new bonus structure. Performance incentives. Pay for results. On the surface, it makes sense. Vision plus rewards. Inspiration plus incentives. The best of both worlds. But what if we've been getting this completely wrong? What if these two approaches don't work together at all? What if they're actually destroying each other? For years, something strange has been happening in workplaces around the world. Companies spend millions on performance bonuses. The bonuses don't improve performance. Government agencies introduce pay for performance systems. Productivity stays flat. Sometimes it even drops. Leaders give inspiring talks about organizational mission. Engagement scores decline anyway. None of it makes sense. If inspiring leadership works, and if financial incentives work, why doesn't combining them work even better? This isn't just an academic puzzle. Real organizations are spending real money on strategies that aren't working. Employees are becoming cynical, disengaged, going through the motions. Something is broken in how we think about motivation. The question is, what? Denmark, 2014. A team of researchers decides to find out what's really going on. They recruit 385 leaders, nearly 4,000 employees, schools, daycare centers, tax offices, banks. They're going to track them for 2 years. Survey them twice. Watch how changes in leadership create changes in motivation. This isn't another one-time survey. This is different. More rigorous. More revealing. What they discover will challenge everything we think we know about motivating people at work. But first, let's understand what we thought we knew. For decades, leadership experts have preached the same gospel. Use transformational leadership. Inspire your people with vision. Connect their work to a higher purpose. And also use transactional leadership. Reward good performance. Create clear incentives. Pay for results. The theory said these two approaches would augment each other. Build on each other. Give you the best of both worlds. It was called the full-range leadership theory. Leadership consultants taught it. Business schools preached it. Organizations implemented it everywhere. There was just one problem. It doesn't actually work. In fact, the two approaches don't just fail to complement each other. They actively undermine one another. Here's what the Danish researchers discovered. When leaders used transformational leadership alone, employee motivation went up significantly. When leaders used verbal rewards alone, praise, recognition, positive feedback, motivation also went up. But when leaders combined transformational leadership with material rewards, bonuses, pay for performance, financial incentives, something shocking happened. The positive effects of the vision disappeared completely. At moderate to high levels of material incentives, the benefit of transformational leadership dropped to zero. The vision stopped working. The meaning evaporated. The connection broke. Let me show you the numbers. The researchers used a scale from 0 to 100 to measure how much leaders used material rewards. When material rewards were low, transformational leadership had a strong positive effect on employee motivation. But as material rewards increased past 53 on that scale, the effect of transformational leadership vanished. For employees experiencing the highest levels of material rewards, inspirational leadership might even backfire. Think about what this means. You could be a brilliant, inspiring leader. You could articulate a compelling vision. You could help people see how their work matters. But if you're also running a bonus system, all that inspiration might be worthless. The bonuses aren't adding to your leadership. They're canceling it out. This finding explains so much. It explains why so many employee engagement initiatives fail. Why performance pay systems don't deliver the promised results. Why employees become cynical despite leaders' best efforts to inspire them. The problem isn't that leaders aren't trying hard enough. The problem is they're trying to do two contradictory things at once. But why? Why do these two approaches contradict each other? That's what we'll explore in the next episode. We'll dive into the psychology of motivation, the 3 basic human needs, and why vision and bonuses can't coexist in the same workplace. Because understanding the why is the key to fixing this problem. And trust me, this problem is costing your organization more than you think.